Hey guys, welcome to the Triple Thread Pod, episode 61. Unfortunately, D was not able to join us today. He is stuck in central London, so he wasn't able to join us. Okay, guys, this week's episode is going to be quick. Sorry, I am saying a lot. This is my third time pressing record. I'm trying to get this right. It's very hard to do this on your own. Okay. Film segment. So, obviously, we are just short of 2 weeks now for Christopher Nolan's new film, The Odyssey, coming out. What a cast this has got. I cannot tell you guys how excited I am for this particular film. It's on my most anticipated list. It's between this and Dune 3 for myself. Incredible cast: Matt Damon, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, just to name a few. And there's so many more. And then also, July is Spider-Man, brand new day, which should be interesting. Although, if I'm being honest, I'm on the fence with it. It should be good, but I don't know. For me personally, that Marvel ship has sailed. I don't get excited for these Marvel movies like I used to. And it's actually quite sad. It kind of peaked with Endgame. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Maybe they will prove me wrong. There has been some exceptions. Obviously, Spider-Man No Way Home was incredible. So was Shang-Chi, which was also good. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, that's pretty much the movie news I've got for you guys. We had an awesome episode planned. It's just, unfortunately, these things happen sometimes, and yeah, it's not great doing this recording by myself. I do wish Dino was here to join us, but he will be back next week. Okay, let's move on to the MMA segment, guys. So last week we had Rafael Faiz versus Manel Torres. Great fight. Faiz put an incredible show on. Spectacular knockout. For those of you who haven't seen it, he connected him with a spinning kick and finished him on the ground, which was great. Also, Shara Bullet fought on that card. He fought Michel Pereira. For those of you who don't know, Shara Bullet has got one eye, which is quite something, and just the fact that Zerk is still fighting is incredible, absolutely incredible. Then touching on for International Fight Week. So International Fight Week is 2 weeks away. That is on the 12th of July. I'm excited for it, but at the same time, mixed feelings. Mixed feelings because the Conor McGregor ship has sailed. He is headlining it. Him and Max Holloway. McGregor makes his return after 5 years, which is crazy to think that it was such a long time ago that he fought. For those of you who don't know, he lost to Dustin Poirier. So yeah, let's see what happens with that. Also on that card is Paddy Pimblett and Benoit Saint-Denis. I personally want Saint-Denis to win. Paddy Pimblett has been having a lot to say that is quite negative. Obviously, with everything that happened with Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria, there's a lot of bad blood there between Topuria and Paddy. It's been going on for many years. I reckon whoever gets that will get the title shot. So, in a way, I do want Benoit Saint-Denis to win, and then let's make the Paddy Pimblett versus Ilia Topuria fight, and then we can settle it there and there. As some of you know, I'm a huge Ilia Topuria fan. Was very heartbroken that he lost to Justin Gaethje. Justin Genji put an incredible performance in general. He was so good that night. My word, he was absolutely incredible. Also on that fight card is another incredible fighter. I still believe that this man will be a champion one day in the bantamweight division, and that is Corey Sandhagen. Sandhagen is going to be fighting Mario Baptista, great wrestler and a great fighter as well. Brandon Royal makes a return. Bobby Green and Terrence McKinney, also great fight. That should be very interesting. And then Robert Whittaker will be making his light heavyweight debut, and that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to see what he does. I've been wanting him to move up to light heavyweight. He's going to be great in that division. Obviously, big jump in weight, but for many years, I considered Robert Whittaker one of the best middleweights in the world. That was obviously when Adesanya was around and Dricus, all these great fighters. Robert is an incredible fighter. He really is an incredible fighter. And then after that, we've got UFC 330, Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Gary. That's going to be awesome. I really think that's going to be a great fight. Before that, though, all happens, we've got Ankalaev versus Roundtree. That's on the 25th of July. That should be great. Great fight. I think that's going to be an interesting matchup. Although I do think Ankalaev is going to win that, but I'll be backing Khalil Roundtree. And then I see Gamrot and Scollard, I hope I said that right, will be fighting in August. And then just going back to what I was saying, guys, UFC 330, 16th of August, Islam Makhachev versus Ian Gary, Mackenzie Dern versus Joel Robertson. That should be great. I'm excited for this particular fight. Erin Branchfield versus Jasmine Javadivas. I hope I said that correctly. They are both absolute killers in their division. It's going to be interesting to see what will happen there. And then just some rumors that are floating around at the moment. Potentially a Max Holloway versus Justin Genji rematch. I don't know how I feel about that. I would love to see it because I'd love to see Max Holloway become a two-division champ. I think he'd be... Max Holloway is one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. Yes, he's on a bit of a skid. Well, how can I say this? He's on a bit of a losing skid, but he's still an incredible fighter. I think he's amazing. And let's not forget that fight with Justin Genji, that was one of the best finishes you'll ever see to a fight. Last 10 seconds, pointing to the ground. So iconic of Max as always. He always creates those incredible moments. And then another rumor is Peter Yan versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. Wouldn't mind seeing that. I thought Peter Yan was robbed in the original fight. Yan was much better in my opinion. But yeah, Sugar got the nod that day. And Peter Yan's obviously the champion. He beat Marab earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be interesting to see how that's going to go. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything with mixed martial arts. Okay, moving on to the football. I just want to speak about the football. I've got mixed feelings about this World Cup, I must be honest. So it's been great. It has been great, but there's certain qualities that are just, I don't know, it's lacking something. Obviously some big shockers with Germany going out, Holland going out. My word, I'm not shitting on anyone, but wow, the way some of these guys take these penalties. I believe there was an incident with the Germany game where certain senior players did not want to partake in the penalty shootouts, which I think it's shocking. It shouldn't happen. You're representing your country. Go there and do your best. I know it's easier said than done. I'm just recording a podcast. Those guys are taking a penalty kick in front of tens of thousands of people in a very crucial game. I do think Germany were robbed in their particular game. There was an incident on the corner where it looked very soft as a foul, but I mean, it's football, guys. Like, it is what it is. And credit to Paraguay, they pulled it off. So yeah, Brazil and Japan. For me personally, I thought Japan were the better team. They looked solid. It was great to see an Arsenal player win the game for for Brazil. Good old Martinelli. That's our executive producer's favorite player. So that was an incredible finish to a game. Heartbreaking for Japan, but it is what it is. So far, my predictions and some of Dino's predictions are off with this World Cup. So I hope you guys aren't placing bets on what we've been saying, because you would have lost a lot of money. Then going back to what I was saying, Netherlands, Morocco. Shame when Gakpo scored his goal and he dropped to his knees. It was such an emotional scene. For those of you who don't know, he lost his child. It was I think it was a week before the game, if I'm not mistaken, which obviously is devastating. I pray for him. We must all pray for him, and obviously his wife. It's a terrible thing that they had to endure, and it was so good to see that the entire team was around him. And I wanted Holland to win for that fact, so that they could just keep on going. I've always had a soft spot for Holland. They've produced some incredible players. The exception of Robin van Persie. I'm not gonna say the words I want to say about him. And then obviously Norway and Cote d'Ivoire. Oh my word! I thought Cote d'Ivoire were just so unlucky not to have gone through. But credit to Norway, they just find a way to win. I said from the beginning of the tournament that they were going to be the surprise of this tournament. Let's see what happens. They're going to be playing Brazil next. That will be super interesting. Obviously, I'm going to get into my predictions shortly. Then the absolute powerhouse of France. They are just firing all the cylinders. They're looking incredible. Absolutely incredible. Mbappe is playing like a man that is possessed. He's just so hungry. You can obviously see that last World Cup final just left a stain on him, and he just wants to get rid of it and go all the way. Mexico, can you believe it? Another one for them. They are flying under the radar. They are still yet to concede a goal, guys, in this tournament, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Just for context, I am recording on Saturday night, just after 8 o'clock. And as it stands, they are still yet to concede a goal, which is absolutely incredible. I think it's amazing that what that country is doing is great. Talk about football heritage. They've been in almost every tournament. It's incredible. Then good old England versus Congo. England looked a little bit shaky. I thought Congo was going to pull off the win, but it just wasn't their day. It didn't work in their favour. Good old Harry Kane won. I think he's the 6th top goal scorer in World Cup history, which is quite an incredible achievement. Unbelievable player. That second goal that he scored was amazing. Just the way he put it away, not looking up where the goal was. That's a sign of an absolute world class striker. Then the big controversial one, Belgium versus Senegal. My word, what a comeback! What a comeback from Belgium. They were dead in the water, 85 minutes, and they come back. And then, in my opinion, it was a very soft penalty. I did not think that was a penalty. I didn't see any contact, but maybe that's just me. If you guys can hear that, that's the executive producer. She's a big Belgium fan, and obviously she was delighted when Belgium went and won. America, Bosnia, move on. Spain and Austria. Spain seem to be getting out of second gear. Let's see what they do. And then I'll get to the game that almost gave me a heart attack. Australia, Egypt. Egypt looked decent, so did Australia. That first half was boring. I fell asleep. I'm not shitting on anyone. I just thought it was a boring game. Just my personal opinion. The second half became a little bit better. Some incredible saves. And then obviously when a game goes to penalties, it's always a lottery. At the end of the day, it's whoever's the better team from the spot kicks, they win. Switzerland, just a great win for them as well against Algeria. Algeria is not very strong, but Switzerland did the job. They got it over the line. Then the game that almost ended my life, Portugal, Croatia. Nothing like getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning to watch your country play, and they don't play too well. I thought Croatia were so unlucky not to have won. Just one offsides after another. I just wish, personally for me, I absolutely love Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he's such an incredible player. But he's had his time, his legacy. I don't understand why Martinez doesn't bring him on as an impact sub. Look, guys, then again, this is just my opinion. This is just a podcast. And let's see what happens. They're going to have a tough one against Spain. Spain are going to be tough for Portugal. Although I will say there are some players in their Portuguese team that are just... Nuno Mendes, for me, continues to be one of the best players in the world. He's the best left back in the world. No one touches him. I'm sorry. If you guys disagree, please comment away. Give me your opinions. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. And then Colombia, great win for them against Ghana. I really wanted Ghana to do well in this World Cup. I like them. I think they're a great team. And then everyone's favorite team, Cabo Verde. My word, what a performance. What a performance against Argentina. They had Argentina on the ropes. Unfortunately, it was just not their time. It is what it is. Messi now is on 20 World Cup goals, which is such an incredible achievement. I was lucky enough to have seen him live when the World Cup was here in South Africa in 2010. It was one of the most amazing experiences I ever had. Seeing a player of that caliber and not quite yet understanding that he was going to become who he was today. You know, everyone always goes on about Messi, Ronaldo, who's the greatest. And I say to everyone, let's just enjoy them, that they're around while they are. Obviously, for me personally, I do think Ronaldo is a more complete player. That's my hot take. But Messi and Ronaldo are just on their own. They're in their own level. We will never see talent like that again. Yes, there's Mbappe, and yes, there's Shrek / Holland, but not scoring 60 goals a season. Just incredible players, absolutely incredible players. But then again, I hope I am proven wrong. One thing I will say is the World Cup has been interesting. It's definitely been a showpiece with all these games. But I don't know. I just feel like this particular World Cup, there's something that's lacking, and I think it's more from like a fan perspective, from people that I've spoken to that have gone to games. They said like the vibe in the stadium is amazing, but around the stadium, that's where the problem is. It's like almost soulless, even from the videos that I've seen and stuff. And obviously, being there in person and seeing it on a screen is completely two different experiences. It's great that there's so much talent in this World Cup. That's what's exciting about the World Cup is, some of these players that we've never heard of are exposed to the world, and they get it's a life-changing opportunity. Look at Cabo Verde's goalkeeper, Vozinha. What a performance he's had in these past few games. And just go check what his Instagram following is on. It's actually quite something. Yeah. As I'm speaking, Morocco's just scored against Canada. Well done to Morocco. There's obviously still quite a bit of time to go. How do I think some of these games are going to go? So Morocco, Canada, obviously I think Morocco is going to go through. Brazil, Sweden, that is going to be fire. Gabriel versus Holland, that is going to be Mortal Kombat on the field. That should be quite interesting. Mexico and England, I'm going Mexico all the way there. Sorry, Ta, but I'm supporting the Mexicans. Ay, 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 bang, bang. Portugal, Spain, obviously I'm going to stick to my roots. I'm going to go with Portugal. France and Paraguay. Yeah, sorry, Paraguay. Mbappe is just on fire. That whole team is on fire. That's actually quite something. Switzerland, Colombia. I'm going to go with Colombia. Colombia looking great. I thought they were very unlucky not to have beaten Portugal in the group stages. Egypt, Argentina. Argentina looked a bit shaky in that last game, but I think they'll still go through. Then, United States versus Belgium. Belgium's going to take that. I can't say anything else because I would get shot. And yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up that segment for the football. Once again, D, I hope you're safe and all is good. And he did say to me, guys, that he will be back next week. So yeah, as always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys listening in to these podcasts. It means the world to me and to Dino. And I just want to say God bless you all. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.